Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. So straight into the action. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now it's Haaland. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Thuram. That's tidy. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Thuram. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Gravenberg. Gravenberg was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, super ball. Bruno Fernandes. Saliba gets it away.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Bruno Fernandes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Inter really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
That's going wide left. Schlotterbeck taken back almost at once. He won't be happy with that one. Now that looks a decent ball. Bruno Fernandes. That's a little off target. Now it's come to nothing. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Played out to the left flank. Carreras gets into a good position.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That's really well cleared. Driving forward. Mbappe is onto this. Rice. It's Bellingham. Bellingham running with the ball. Gravenberg. Çalhanoğlu. Looking to play him in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Thuram! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Çalhanoğlu. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, strongly challenged there. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Rice. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes. And a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This their second corner of the game. Impressive jump! And it's been hooked away. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing. And smartly reclaimed. Well, that is one way to stop him. Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So there was the first half.
Vietnam certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That's an imaginative pass. Saliba. It's Thuram. Not where it came from. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Plays it in low. Cleared without hesitation. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. So what can they make of this? Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Donnarumma punts it upfield. Haaland currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Chance, surely! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Thuram. Now it's Rice. Now it's Thuram. And here's Vinicius Junior. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Thuram. That's a good ball. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, shooting chance! And a neat finish. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Inter Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9, numero 22, numero 7.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, easy pickings there.
Vietnam really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Calhanoglu ploughing through the middle. Romero defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Swings it across. Bruno Fernandes. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And the shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Numero 4. Lasciano il campo per il numero 25 e il numero 2. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Neves. Passing is crisp and sharp. Osimhen is having a shot! And no mistake. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of...
There's the shot! And how did he not put that away?
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Vietnam have their third corner. And the finish! It's in! That was fabulous, the most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And that's a good ball. Couldn't squeeze it through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Always got... Can he finish? Mendes gets it clear. Oh, that's neat. That's good defending. Defending in numbers.
Vietnam really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Osimhen absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Osimhen ventures forward.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Mbappe. Ball is over the line. And that'll be the end of that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it...
Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Well, five at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's...
Chance! Goal! Inter! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So, a breakthrough already. Brilliantly cut out. He's on it, can he get away? And he's there to belt it away. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Gravenberg. And it's Porro. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. Now it's Rice.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's shifting through the gears here. Now, what about this cross? Çalhanoğlu. And it's Gravenberg. Chance here to counter. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Ndika. Thuram chasing after it. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Thuram. Tries to play. Great chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Carreras succumbs to the pressure. He is through here. There's the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Vietnam really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And here's Bruno Fernandes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bruno Fernandes. Driving on and making good progress.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Hernandez. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Haaland. Hernandez gets across to intercept that. Bellingham.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Inter Milan are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to...
Oh, he's been caught up! He's had a shot! Bellingham is flagged offside. Gravenberg. Well, that pass isn't the best. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Knocks it into space. Çalhanoğlu. It's a searching pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Hernandez. Thuram is onto it in a flash. Rice. Çalhanoğlu. And here's Haaland. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's Rice. Hernandez.
Vietnam certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Cross flung in towards the middle. Haaland. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Alexander-Arnold. Marquinhos. Thuram. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Schlotterbeck
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
to Osimhen. And it's Bruno Fernandes. So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Vietnam trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Ricordiamo a tutti I tifosi che è possibile consumare alcolici solo nelle apposite aree. Grazie. Cambio di giocatori.
So we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh no, this does not look good. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Rice. He's got away. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes. Can he get it through? And that has sent him sprawling. Vietnam still this single goal behind. Osimhen. Big chance! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Thuram was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days.
Shot a goal! Goal! Inter! And they get themselves in front! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9. Numero 7.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Lasciano il campo
Inter
per
Milan
il
with the
numero
lead.
21, il numero 11, il numero 18.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Haaland currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Bellingham. João Neves. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? That's a decent clearance. Yildiz.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's very neat. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's made its way to him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Thinks about the shot. Swings it across. Çalhanoğlu. Well timed, excellent interception. Haaland going after that. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 6.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Il numero 25.
Well, this could be it, past something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Alexander-Arnold. And here's Haaland. And here's Osimhen. Now this could be a chance. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And he's being shifted off it. And it's Neves. Now it's Osimhen. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Haaland. Plays a sharp little ball here. This could be their final throw of the dice.
Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Van Dijk. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. That's it, the referee says enough. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a...
Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
Chance here to counter. Oh, easy pickings there. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, you can't really overlook the importance of Bruno Fernandes in this side. A lot of players of his ilk may be seen rightly or wrongly as luxury players, and he's anything but. A work ethic I've always admired, and he's still hard at it as ever.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And that's an excellent interception. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now that's well seen too. Rice. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Lovely, now then. It's a pretty loose pass.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Marquinhos. Oh, super ball. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Inter definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Marquinhos. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Gravenberg. Gravenberg makes a move down the right. Rice. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And here's Thuram.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. So a chance here, what can they make of it? And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. That was travelling. Pinches it off him. It's gone out for a throw-in. Alexander-Arnold. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
Bellingham. Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Good ball, good take. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. And Hernandez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Haaland is onto it in a flash. Çalhanoğlu. And here's Haaland. Great vision. Bruno Fernandes. Real chance! And again! It's there! The first significant strike. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper, couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Vietnam have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Schlotterbeck gets over and intercepts. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Rice. This looks promising. Now it's Thuram. Oh, it's Thuram. And the shot! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye. And that is indeed the final act. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's 1 each. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Thuram. Alexander-Arnold. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Haaland powering forward here. Carreras charging forward down that flank. Driven in. Saliba gets it away. Hernandez. And now the breakaway. That is good progress on the left. Vinicius Junior. Çalhanoğlu. That's a cute ball. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one. Haaland being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Van der Ven cuts out the pass. Carreras. Carreras. Looking for options for movement. Played in. He's rising! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 9, numero 22, numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21, il numero 8.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Attenzione, una
The pass is
sostituzione.
intercepted. Now it's Haaland. Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Haaland. Ferran Torres. Nice interception, well timed. Shalhanolu. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Gravenberg gets on his bike and on the move. And it's Porro. He's found a way past. Gravenberg. But he's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 4, il numero 25.
Just now up to 75 minutes. Haaland. And here's Ferran Torres. Tonali. And it's Bellingham. Rice charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Mbappe. Trippier drives forward on the overlap. Trippier. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Trippier got a long way forward to join the attack. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham on a strong run here. Rice defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's forced to go back. Schlotterbeck kept his eye on it, and he's there. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Bellingham.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rice. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Wirtz. And it's Mendes. For Rice. Now it's Haaland. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Tonali. O'Reilly. He's looking to win it for them. And here's Haaland. Mbappe. Shot a goal! And that is it. That was the last kick of the game. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a bere in modo responsabile. Chiunque si renda protagonista di comportamenti inappropriati sarà immediatamente allontanato. Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 12, numero 41. Lasciano il campo per
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Szoboszlai getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Aimed beyond the defence. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham, and the shot! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it?
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Vietnam have their lead. And it's Vitinha, looking for a runner. Tonali, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, super find. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul. He's having a good look here.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
The pass has gone astray. That pass isn't the best. O'Reilly. Oh, nice touch. That's a good ball. Oh, shooting chance! And with that, it is half-time, extra time. Vietnam are up by one then, but really feel they should be up by more. The team's then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide. And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking tidy in possession here. And it's João Palhinha. And he's gone backward here. Driving forward. So what can they make of this? So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that.
And the shot! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Soboslai, Tonali. Some really good ball movement. Goes for a shot! And that could have brought them level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Soboslai with the short one. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Inter really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Looking to play him in. Floated through. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Romero. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Van Dijk. Van der Ven does really well to win the ball there.
Van Dijk really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now this is a potential flashpoint, and the referee has his hands full. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
Well, we're looking at somewhere in the region of 25 to 30 yards. That won't intimidate this guy.
And it's made its way to him. Takes a chance! And that's it! They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. Vietnam have emerged victorious. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Stood up well to him there. Tries to play it through. Rice. And here's Vinicius Junior. Hernandez crosses. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the shot! Goal! Inter! And we have liftoff. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So, a breakthrough already. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Haaland is fouled. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Çalhanoğlu! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Marquinhos. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Porro puts them all in. Defending of the desperate variety. Gravenberg gets across to intercept that. And here's Haaland.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now that's well seen too. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gravenberg.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's there to clear it. And he was alert to it. And now they can spring out of defence. He's had it taken off him. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe receives it in a... Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Big chance! Thuram. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Bruno Fernandes. Marquinhos. And it's Rice. Great vision. Space for him to turn and look. Alexander-Arnold goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bruno Fernandes wins the duel this time. Marquinhos, and that's been intercepted. And it's Rice, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Çalhanoğlu, looking for the run. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Chance here to counter. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. He's on it, can he? And the shot! Goal! Inter! And they get themselves in front! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Inter Milan with the lead. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Hernandez. And Marquinhos. And it's Bruno Fernandes. He's looking wide. So a temporary halt to the action. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're underway for the second half.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Showing good feet. Now this could be a chance. Oh, shooting chance! That's a fair try, but just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
That is good alertness. Inter Milan, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And here's Vinicius Junior. And he's quick to return it. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Pedro Porro. Çalhanoğlu. Can he get it through? And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rice picks it up out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for a runner. No, that's been intercepted. Couldn't squeeze it through. Can he spark a counter here? Bruno Fernandes. Vietnam have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change? Getting up there!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. It's their second corner of the game.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9, numero 22, numero 11. Lasciano il campo per il numero 45, il numero 8, il numero 7. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Haaland under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
And it's Gravenberg. Rice gets over and intercepts. Osimhen is onto this.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rice, who's set up one goal so far. Marquinhos. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Mbappe! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Ferran Torres. Now it's Osimhen. That is a great pick out. Trippier. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Bellingham. Oh, this is a very good run. That's good running with the ball. He's in a great position here. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Vietnam really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Vietnam have their second corner now.
Numero 6, numero 2, numero 41. Lasciano il campo per il numero
There's the
25,
clearance.
il numero 4, il numero 18.
This looks
Cambio di
decent
giocatore.
chance! And it's hoisted clear. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Haaland. That has been slung wide. And he's picked it up out wide, in towards the back stick. Cleared without hesitation. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham ploughing through the middle. chance, surely! Superb from Yildiz! He's got himself an absolute peach. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
And here's Haaland. He's in a good position here. Haaland. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And here's Mbappe. Can he get on the... and the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Haaland has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Van der Ven does really well to win the ball there. Ndika.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Vitinha. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Trippier.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Van Dijk. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And the pass is intercepted. Tonali. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Vi informiamo che si prevede traffico intenso nei dintorni dello stadio dopo la partita. State prudenti. Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 12. Lascia il campo per il numero 19. Attenzione.
Into extra time we go. Vietnam displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Real chance! So, third corner of the game. He's there to hit it! Another one of football's and how moments.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe driving forwards. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Nuno Mendes. Nice control. Nuno Mendes. Terrific effort! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Threads one in. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And it's Locatelli. Tries to pass it through. In by Trippier. That's a decent clearance. And it is half-time in extra time. Well, nobody wants to settle for this, of course, but everyone is running nigh on empty. Is there going to be a moment to win it? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Palinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Tonali. Yildiz.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Yildiz carries the ball down the right. Now, can they get him away? And it's made its way to him. Can he finish? Has another go! And how did he not put that away? Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
He's got away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
And he shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. João Palinha. Two sides absolutely inseparable, and we know what's coming. Well, Jim, what say you after all of this?
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
Players then beyond the point of exhaustion, but there is still one final act to come. Ferran Torres to get things going. And he duly obliges.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Haaland pondering where to put it.
Yeah, good pen that.
So both teams on the board. Osimhen is the man who's second in line. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
Mbappe, second in line for them. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. Oh, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Inter Milan are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. That's a brilliant read. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Yildiz, the third man up. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
This to double their advantage. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Bellingham, fourth in their queue. Oh, you're not going to save that.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Bellingham with the last of the first 5 penalties.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Vietnam have to score. Yes, that's how you do it. And the drama continues. So both teams effectively one kick away from the precipice. Just strokes it in, saw the keeper moving.
Well, if you have any doubts, that's what you do to conquer it. He just has to trust his instincts and pick the right spot.
And that will do it!
Oh, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. We're all sweating here.
So it all ends in heartbreak. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Haaland! He's scored! And that's got him off to a flyer!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Chips it through, and he cuts out the supply.
Oh, shooting chance!
And he stuck it away!
2-0, and in next to no time. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football.
Chance! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to...
And the shot! And a neat finish! And they're threatening to fly away here! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown in this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader.
Haaland!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Chance to deliver. Hernandez with the clearance.
And the counter is on.
Hernandez. Can he get on the end of this?
Vinicius Junior.
Now it's Bellingham. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Çalhanoğlu. That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Mbappe.
Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Oh, what has happened here? Tries to get it clear. That's very neat. Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. Might want to be careful there.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now that's well seen too.
First quarter of an hour gone.
Rice. Rice going forward. It's a pretty loose pass. Neither side yet able to find the net. Rice. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Oh, that's neat.
Ball swung in. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Vietnam are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the... He's in one... It's Çalhanoğlu! And he has kept it out somehow.
Çalhanoğlu is offering a right smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Ndika tries to clear. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Nice interception, well timed.
Vinicius Junior clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's picked out the... Haaland! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's been shifted off it.
Out for a throw.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. He's cut it out. Well, that's a little loose. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Cleared without hesitation. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Rice. Bruno Fernandes. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Thuram is onto it in a flash. Vietnam have it back and can go again. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Mbappe is onto this. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Vinicius Junior proves too strong. Good running, strong and purposeful.
Such good technique.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Could move up a gear here. Van Dijk.
Vietnam have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Carreras. He is just caressing the ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So off we go again.
Vietnam clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And here's Mbappe, and it's Porro. Lovely bit of skill. Gravenberg. Picked out brilliantly. Alexander-Arnold.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bellingham to Marquinhos. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Driving forward, and he was alert to it. And that was very necessary. And here's Mbappe. Gravenberg. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Out towards the flank. And here's Thuram. Now it's Rice. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Looking for the far post. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. This is the time you need that pace.
Marquinhos. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Mbappe. Haaland is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Marquinhos. He's on it, can he get away? Ah, such a clever touch. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Bruno Fernandes. Gravenberg. No, that's been intercepted. Rice. Now it's Thuram. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro ventures forward. And he goes cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Knocks it into space. Schlotterbeck cuts out the pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Calhanoglu. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, cracking ball. And the shot! Oh, that was too close for comfort.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Substitution on the field. Number 19,
So we have movement on both benches.
Fernandes. Number 4, number 23, Pedro Porro. Number 38, Kravenberg. Coming on the field.
And the return
number
pass.
5, Bellingham. Number 33,
It's Tonali.
number 10, Trippier. Number
Ndika
13,
with the foul.
Tonali.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's made its way to him. Can he finish? And this is Calhanoglu. A lot of space ahead of him. Decent chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Alexander-Arnold. Ferran Torres might just make this. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Ferran Torres gets a foot in here.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Deftly away. Calhanoglu.
There will
Here's
be 1
Haaland.
minute added time.
That's good play. So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come.
Schlotterbeck. Number 37. Van de Ven.
Now he's got space
Playing
here,
on the field.
and it's been played
Number
through.
17. Vitinha. Number 3.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Number 6.
Front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Haaland. Tries to play it through. Oh, well played.
Vietnam really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
That has ended up in no man's land. O'Reilly drives forward on the overlap. Good read, needed to be. Palhinha.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And he's managed to get free. Plenty to aim at here. Delivery. Gets his head on it! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, is this it? Have they won it? One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Shot, surely! And he hits the net! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
He's rising! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Haaland chasing after it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that could set him on his way. And we're halfway through extra time.
A quick reminder today that smoking is
So both parties have given everything to this point in extra time. 15 minutes remain. And they have to turn their efforts to those minutes very soon.
Substitution in progress.
And so the last chance to find a winner. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Palhinha. And it's Wirtz. That has not gone well. Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Haaland is fouled. Tonali. Trippier. Trippier crosses.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest. And a chance! And no! He had to, and yet he could not. Vietnam have their second corner now. And he gets rid in a hurry.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Bellingham. Mbappe. Konate. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Wirtz. This looks promising. Space for him to turn and look. Nicely shaped cross. And it's Palhinha. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. So we've done it, we've been there, we've gone the full 12 rounds.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show.
Just a quick announcement. We would like
watching
to
both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So 2 inconclusive hours of action. All that remains then, penalties. So, are we ready? An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
Well, I think he had the measure of that all the way, Peter, and he is pumped.
Ferran Torres is the next to run the gauntlet. That's a brilliant read.
Well, I think the keeper did very well to stay upright until the very end.
Mbappe, second in line for them. Stuck away with immaculate poise.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
So on to the second man. Oh, you're not going to save that. A swift riposte. Tonali is third in line. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Wirtz is the third man to step forward.
Credit to him. You really need courage to do that in these circumstances as well.
This then to level matters. Pings it into the bottom corner.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
João Neves is the fourth man to step forward for them.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
This to stay in it. What poise! What noise!
Well, if you have any doubts, that's what you do to conquer it.
So all eyes on the goalkeeper. The decisive moment. Vietnam falls short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout, as cruel as that is.